for a good while now. Well, I've had this Dutch Sheets has been my guy for a lot of years. He's a prayer guy, and he does governmental things, that kind of thing. So this book came out in 2015. It's called The Pleasure of His Company. And back then, our church was really small. So every Sunday morning before church, I would read one of the chapters. And I listened to him the Give Him 15, every morning. And he had mentioned this a while ago. So I was starting to read it again. And I guess it's the season that I'm in. It's just, that's where I just want to be. It's like just back one-to-one with the Lord. I know a friend of mine, years ago, she said, our job is to minister to him. All the other stuff comes from all that. And so, that's what, that's my little nugget. And it's the pleasure of his company. And, in here, he's like, it's us having the pleasure of his company and him having the pleasure of our company. Because that's how all this got started, because he wanted our company, he wanted his family. So, it's just awesome. When we went to the ark in the creation, the thing that I still overwhelms me a lot is the detail. What's that? There's a quote, something about it's in the detail. What's in the details? Oh, no, not that one then. No, because when you read the Bible, you can have a line here and a line here, and there could be like a year or two in between, or decades. And so you just sort of, fluff over it. And, when we went to, just the ark, when they all went and they just got in the boat and they just sailed along until they plopped. And that's not what happened. And when particularly the ark, and seeing all the details and the work, and God had all of that all planned out. And it's just, it just amazes me. And to think all those details, all what he's created, and he wants to spend time with me and you, and that gives him pleasure. It's just, it gets overwhelming to me when you sit there and you dwell on it. And so that's kind of what I've been doing, and it's just it's been really good. So anyway, that's my tiny little nugget. There you go.
Anybody have any questions or additions to that?
Thank you. Leanne, is that a book of devotions or?
It's a 31 day, so you can do it like a day at a time. No, it's a 30-day. Yeah. Okay. And it's only, like my reading speed, like 5 pages at a time. So, and it's like a different thing, and it also makes you kind of get to know Dutch Sheets a little bit better as well. He's an outdoor guy. He's found them in the woods and all kinds of places.
Do 'em too.
Yeah. So yeah. So anyway.
So last night we had a Monica get together again, and one of the girls spoke, and it was similar to that about spending that time, and it was Song of Solomon 4:9. She focused on that verse at one part of what she talked about. So God's speaking that we need to spend that time with Him.
Yeah. Song of Solomon is what brought me closer to the Lord. When I was saved, I always told him I was his first big mistake for years. I believe that. And then Madame Guyon, Jean Guyon, she was one of those 15th century mystics, they called them, from France. And she translated the Song of Solomon line by line, but she put it personally, because it was the church and God and she got put in the Bastille for doing that. But when I read that, that's just was like because it made it personal, you know. So Song of Solomon was it's just yeah, it's really good.
That's really overwhelming when you put it in perspective that this great creator God who made the universe wants time with me.
I know.
How can you possibly have self-esteem issues with that?
Yeah, well, because you have to believe it.
Sometimes you have to unlearn some things.
Yeah, it's true.
Yeah.
And then you get the other aspect when they take the science and stuff and how big the universe is and how small we are, and you're a little dot on that little small dot, and yet God knows the hairs on your head. And Lou Giglio, he made it to look we're so really tiny, but God knows your name. He knows the hairs on your head. He's wants, and so it's just like it's another overwhelming time where you know, we're in His hands.
We need to be reminded of that.
Yeah, it just
He's already saying that you're going to be doing too.
yeah, He's already there. Yep.
It's just amazing that how many people that He knows everything about
Mhm.
everybody.
Mm-hmm.
He works
There's
everything
8 billion people in the world, and we all have the same general makeup and everything, but every one of them are different. Even twins are different. I don't understand how you can get what do you call it? The other side that we just came up out of goo, evolution stuff. When everything is so perfectly done, and yet with such variety, it's amazing. It overwhelms me. There you go.
And everything works so perfectly together.
Everything does. You can't. I mean,
And yet we try and mess it up.
oh, sweet, kind of good at that. But God, He's there. Yep.
Amen.
Like Sam says, look at God.
Yes, indeed, it's so true.
Do you believe do you feel or believe you are supposed to okay, do you feel like He's holding you in His hands? Do you feel like you're worthy enough to be in His hands?
I feel better about it now than I ever used to.
Because when you're
Yeah,
when you were saying that stuff,
Yeah.
when you were saying all that stuff,
Yeah.
Lord was telling me you're not meant to be in a back seat.
Okay.
You're meant to be in the front, either driving, taking directions, or helping someone get to where they need to be,
Okay.
giving direction.
Okay.
But you don't truly understand how valuable you really are, because someone somewhere along the line they ripped you of that
Mm-hmm.
somewhere.
Yep.
But
Okay.
He can restore that in you if you believe. You have to believe it yourself.
Yeah. Yeah.
We can pray. Anyone can pray for you all day long
Yeah, that's true.
for you to be able to receive that.
Mm-hmm.
But if you don't believe it, you'll never get it. I'll even go as far as back. Remember the old station wagons where they had the fold down trunk, or the seat in the trunk that folded up, but they faced the other direction.
Oh, okay.
So you had no idea where you were going.
yeah,
You were
yeah,
just
yeah.
at, you were
You-
just
you're
at
looking
the
out the back
mercy of
window.
whoever was driving.
Yeah, you have to back. Yeah.
You're not meant to be there either.
Okay.
You're supposed to know where you're going,
Yeah.
or help someone get there.
Yeah, I get
Or
it.
help someone get there is key,
Yeah. Okay.
because the knowledge and wisdom that you have is far greater than what you think you have, or what you let people show or what you show people because you're afraid to be criticized.
Well, that could
And
be
I might
true.
be touching on some tough stuff, but I just have to say it because
Go ahead.
I'd rather deal with you than him.
Well, there you go.
So take that into your prayer closet, and I know you pray like that.
Mhm.
ask the Lord to truly, truly, truly show you how He sees you, and what do I need. What is your expectation of me? And whatever He tells you, do it.
Okay.
Once you realize, once He gives you your identity of what your call truly is, I think all the cards will start to fall into place.
Mm-hmm.
And fear's not going to be able to take you over anymore.
Yeah, that's good.
Because there's a different walk when you're confident.
Mm-hmm.
When you know where you're going, when that GPS is fine tuned and you know exactly where you're going because you can hear from God. He says go left, you go left, go right, go right. There is no question about what you're supposed to do.
Okay.
But fear is our worst enemy. I'm talking to myself too. I'm just not talking to you now. It's a real thing. And being criticized and not feeling like you're good enough because people have told you that since the time you're a little kid. I get it, but that's all a lie. Do you think the enemy did? Do you think the enemy didn't know what you were going to be as you're growing up and the potential that you have? So all he has to do is say that one little tagline, and that will knock down every advancement that you had. It'll bring you right back to square one because it's a simple trick.
Mm-hmm.
It's the same bait all the time.
Mm-hmm. And I know you can realize that mentally, but got to get those 18 inches down to really sink in. I know. I get it.
You're
Thank
truly
you.
loved by everybody in
Thank
this room. In spite of what you hear on the outside and other places that you may go, your value and your love that you have, that we have for you and that you have for us, and that you have to offer other people is unmeasurable. And you need to get that into here. Too many people are kicking you down. There's a broad amount of people because they're intimidated by you.
Okay. Okay. Thank you.
You're a powerhouse.
Okay.
You keep telling me people are still deferring to you and asking you
Oh
questions.
yeah, they are.
You may have the appearance of a meek little mouse, but you're not. You're like Mighty Mouse.
Oh yeah. 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 Oh dear.
We all expect too much of ourselves. Really.
Thank you.
I'm not sure I agree with that, woman. I think we don't live up to God's expectation of us. We expect to be poor to God, for God. And that's mine. Thank you, too. Yeah,
Definitely something to strive for.
It's just don't live up to my own expectation. I feel like I fail people. I feel like that's Satan talking down. Yeah. That's not what God wants for you. I know.
I think too, if I can say something too, it's like here too, is that
That's where it fits.
self-talk,
Yeah.
self-talk, the
Yeah.
what's,
Mm-hmm.
what's.
That's a good point. The things we were taught from our parents, from our siblings, our spouses on how to cope, going from a young child to even the present, are not necessarily, or in fact, are not the way God expects us to cope
That's true.
with certain situations. It just isn't. Most of the time, we're taught to bury the crap. Suck it up, Buttercup. I say that too.
Yeah.
I say it to my mom all the time.
My oldest son says
Stop
that.
whining.
Mhm.
Sorry, mom. But it's true. So learned behavior is so hard when you do it for 30, 40, 50, 60,
70.
some 80 years. and then I don't know. I don't know what I'm trying to say. It's just
It's very hard.
it's super
It's
hard.
very hard.
But a lot of it is for me changing the way you think, like what you were kind of saying. I think you were saying that,
Yeah.
and how you receive from God.
Mhm. It's interesting because I hear I do. Lord does speak to me and says nice things, and you receive it. But then when you meeting people or something happens, it's like that whatever you've had all your life seems it comes out before you even know it's out. Because it's just
It's habitual.
yeah, it's just there.
Our
So
our
you really have to focus and make yourself say something different or do something
yeah.
different.
Well, think about it. Our parents, our siblings, our teachers, our classmates, in some respects, our spouses,
Mhm.
or some of our own children. I have one, possibly two, um, that have sown seeds in us for years.
Yeah, it's true. It's
And
so true.
I believe it's a conscious decision to say, nope, I'm not going to live that lifestyle anymore. I'm not going to yield to that stinking thinking anymore.
Yeah.
It's done. And because what does the Bible say? Resist the enemy.
Yeah.
All those seeds are if it's not nourishing your spirit, or if it's not edifying the Lord, then it's demonic.
Mhm.
Can we agree on that? Any seed does not do those two things. I'm sure there's three or four. It's demonic. So you're having and you as in everybody, the people. You're having a lifetime of demonic seeds sown in you, and there comes a point where you just have to reject it and say, nope, I'm a child of the Most High God. I'm a daughter. I'm a son. Whatever. Well, yeah, you're a daughter or son. You're not non-binary. Anyway, yeah, we're not a whatever.
That's the truth.
Those are the two things, and
Mhm.
that's what's going to get you through it all.
Mhm. It's true. So true.
And I'm just heavy right now for you.
Mhm. Okay.
All right, go on, move on.
I do have the dream.
Yes.